Storm Tracker 9 weather on KEZI 9 News.
Well, good morning to you and happy Monday. We've got a warmer day ahead of us as we, of course, start off our work week, and we're going to see that sunshine returning for us today as well. We'll keep those mostly dry conditions throughout this work week too, but let's go ahead and talk about conditions as you head out the door this morning. We are seeing some fog development towards Newport this morning where visibility is at 1.5 miles. So traveling along Highway 20, take things a bit slower. Again, Newport area, keep the low beams on this morning with that extra little bit of fog. Now, in terms of sky conditions, we are nice and clear. We're going to have that sunshine peeking through here for us soon, and that's going to help warm up temperatures because we are starting off in the upper 40s to low 50s this morning. Currently 49 degrees here in Eugene. You have 50 in Florence, 50 as well in Canyonville, 53 in Roseburg. And these temperatures, like I was saying, going to warm up for us pretty decently for today. Highs expected to be crossing into those upper 70s, low 80s in the Willamette Valley and Umpqua Basin. Roseburg expected to be around 81 degrees. Blue River 82. Those are the two warmest spots. Florence 70. Here in Eugene should be around 78 degrees. And then you look at the conditions going through today. I do think we could get some fog development down in the Umpqua Basin near Canyonville, Roseburg as you get a little bit later into the morning, but that will be lifting as temperatures continue to warm up and we see that sun rising. So by lunchtime, Canyonville reaching 67 degrees. Here in Eugene, we should be around 66. You notice those winds again coming out of the north. We are going to be continuing to warm that up though. So by 5 o'clock, a lot of us should be in those mid 70s, like here in Eugene at 76, 80 in Roseburg. You have 68 there in Florence along the coast. And then you get later tonight, those temperatures start to cool once again. So as you head into tomorrow morning, I do think a lot of us going to be on the cooler side. You're going to be stepping out in the upper 40s to low 50s, but then you're going to see again another warm up into tomorrow. But speaking about today, still we have some pretty breezy conditions. Winds are going to be gusting up to 10 to 15 miles per hour here in Eugene for the first half of the day, but by around 5 o'clock, I do think wind speeds will reach up to 15 to 20 miles per hour here in Eugene. And you look along the coast, you're going to have wind gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. But those eventually start to subside later tonight, so that of course always good news. But let's talk about what's going to be dominating our weather in the next few days. So we still have that high pressure ridge that's building over us. It's going to continue to build even more. So that means we're going to be seeing high pressure sitting over us, so warmer temperatures and plenty of sunshine. So that's going to be really warming us up going into the next few days. But I do think a cold front's going to try to sweep through going into the weekend. And so that, or the next few days, what that's going to do is eventually cool us off. So you can see temperatures today or tomorrow in the upper 80s here in the Willamette Valley, 90s in the Umpqua Basin. And then by the end of the week, you start to see the lower 80s and then eventually the upper 70s in the Willamette Valley and Umpqua Basin. Very similar story for the coast and the Cascades too. So let's look at that full forecast. When you get to the coast, you're going to have temperatures today in the upper 60s, but we'll stay in the mid 60s for much of the week. Similar story for, of course, the Umpqua Basin. You're going to be more in the low 80s today and the 90s tomorrow, and then low 80s the rest of this week. And then you get to the Cascades, you're going to see temperatures pretty moderate in the mid 70s. And of course, us in the Willamette Valley, we're going to see cooler temperatures by the end of the week.